Now, Final Score with Troy Lynch on Fox 16.
Oh, ho, holy cow, we got a great show for you today. We have some basketball to talk about, but then we have some gifts to give out, and then we also have a surprise guest on the show that you're gonna want to stick around to see. He worked all last night, but he made time to come in and be on the show today. All right, basketball. So Arkansas basketball able to bounce back this past week. The Hogs took down a 3-9 Elon basketball team after 2 straight losses that head coach Eric Musselman called the most disappointing stretch in his college head coaching career. Yikes. It was actually a close game up until the end of the first half when the Hogs used a 17-0 run and held the Phoenix scoreless in the last 6 minutes to take a 12-point lead. The Hogs were pretty much on cruise control in the second half. They won the game 81-55, and some of the top performers, we got to talk about this guy, Chris Likes. Led the team with 21 points, going 12 for 12 from the charity stripe, which is pretty impressive. JD Note had a solid 15.7 rebound performance. Kamani Johnson surprised everybody with his best game as a Razorback. Season high of 16 minutes, 15 points, and 7 rebounds. Elon might not be the greatest team. However, to Coach Muss, it's a step in the right direction.
Yeah, I think the one thing that our team has lacked this year is internal leadership. You know, the coaching staff are leaders, but great teams are player-led. And, you know, we need more player voices. We need more player accountability, in-game, post-game, accountability individually. And I think the last 2 days, I think we've taken a step in the right direction.
All right, that's good news. Perhaps the most important performance of that Tuesday night, though, came from sophomore guard Jackson Robinson. To be honest with you, he didn't have the craziest stats, but his consistent threes gave the Hogs confidence when they couldn't make a shot. The Texas A&M transfer had a career-high 14 points with 3 threes that all came in the first half. Coach Muss, consider him impressed.
Yeah, Jackson's, been very confident, obviously, the last 2 games. Hopefully he's on the path to some of our younger guys were last year, where right around this time they felt more comfortable with play sets and style of play. And I thought Jackson, was, first half was off the charts great.
And speaking of off the charts great, now I told you that we have a special guest on the show today. Y'all were so good about watching the Final Score this year that I scored an interview with a man who is universally loved all over the world. He had to check his schedule twice, but he made it all the way from the North Pole. Please let me introduce Mr. Santa Claus. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thanks for having me.
Okay, so you had a pretty busy night last night, but how was it?
Very busy.
Okay,
very busy.
Right. But you got all the toys out?
Rudolph and the crew, they did a great job. Brought me here today, so we're good.
That's awesome.
Next stop is a nap at the North Pole.
I love it. And one thing I just love so much is the Arkansas Santa hat. I'm curious where you got that.
I mean, I can't give up my sources.
Of course.
But somebody from your newsroom brought it down. So.
Okay. And some people from our newsroom also giving you
But it is
gifts.
the only SEC hat that I own.
That's
just
good.
To let you know.
Well, I mean, it's really nice to know that you are an Arkansas fan. Some people did not know that Santa Claus was a Hog fan.
I mean, think about it. Red?
It makes perfect sense. I love it. I love it. It's a great look. But you know what? I'm curious. What's one of your favorite Christmas traditions, Santa?
Favorite? I mean, eating.
Eating cookies?
Well, yes. Cookies, milk, whatever they leave behind.
Right.
I mean, some of the countries, but
yeah, of course.
I still eat it.
Yeah, it's all cookies, right? Well, one of my favorite Christmas traditions is watching Christmas movies. And I actually went around the entire newsroom we have here at Team 20 to see what my coworkers thought was the best. What's up, everybody? We're in the newsroom right now of KLRT, KRK4 News, and we're going around asking people what the best Christmas movie of all time is. And we're going to start. Chris Counts. Chris Counts, what's the best Christmas movie of all time?
Fast Times at Ridgemont High.
We're off to a good start. Thank you, Chris. We're moving along. Patrick, hey! Gosh, looking good. Eagles, go Eagles. But Fly Birds Fly, right? Best Christmas movie of all time.
The one that just came out, Spider-Man No Way Home. I mean,
is that considered a Christmas movie?
Yeah, absolutely. He's swinging through on it by Christmas.
No spoilers, please.
Oh, no, I'm trying.
All right, Spider-Man No Way Home and whatever Chris said, we're off to a real hot start. It's just an honor to be able to talk to you.
I bet it is.
It's got to be Elf.
Elf. Best line from the movie. Donna Terrell. What is your pick?
It's a Wonderful Life. In fact, I was watching it. In fact, hey, hang on.
Shouldn't you be working?
Well, I am. I'm working. I'm doing both. But there it is. See, it's on, right?
Ernie, if you're watching this, Donna is working.
I'm working.
Two hours later.
Santa Claus is coming downtown. You know, the classic claymation ones? Yes.
Krampus. No, actually, I'm not going with Krampus.
That's like a horror Christmas movie, right?
Yeah, it was. And it's one of the better horror Christmas movies out there, but that's not saying very much.
We've interviewed a lot of really important people today about a really important topic, but I don't think anybody is more important than the man whom I'm about to ask a question to. Everybody, Mitch McCoy, breaking news anchor.
What are you about to ask?
Oh, Harry Potter 1.
Oh, wow, we're getting some good answers.
Who has the better red and white striped tie?
Yeah, everybody go on Twitter, start a poll. All right, who has the best candy cane tie? All right, Troy, the obvious answer, or Mitch? Best Christmas movie of all time.
Die Hard.
Yippee-ki-yay.
Cotton-headed ninny muggins.
Here we go, Holly.
Oh, of all time, that's too much pressure.
You got to answer.
Can't say the best of all time.
Christmas Vacation is pretty good, yeah.
Nice. What's your favorite?
My favorite is Arthur Christmas. I think it's very underrated.
National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation.
Let's go. Okay, I just watched
Gaining. That is my go-to Christmas movie.
He has both of the power chords, and he just goes, you know, and they make it so dramatic, and then it's... and nothing.
Lots of great Christmas movies out there, but I'm Troy Lynch signing off. But before we do, we have a message to say to all of you.
Merry Christmas!
Gosh, a really diverse, widespread variety of Christmas movies. But Santa, this is one of the biggest questions I think I've ever asked anybody. But there's so many Christmas movies about you.
There are.
What's your favorite?
All of them about me.
Not one sticks out, just all of them?
Iron Man 3.
Okay.
I want that suit.
That would be awesome. You wouldn't even need the reindeer for that.
I wouldn't.
Gosh, that's fantastic. I think for me, though, and you can tell me if you like this pick or not, How the Grinch Stole Christmas Jim Carrey version.
Okay, I'll give you that. Yeah, it's good.
All right. Just want to make sure we're cool.
We're cool.
We're good.
We're cool. We're cool.
I'll be on the nice list next year?
He's funny. Oh, you're always on the nice list. Come on.
Yes. I love it.
Sorry, I wasn't able to get your Christmas wish this year.
Yeah, you're still working on that girlfriend.
Yeah, right.
So
exactly.
maybe in the future.
Are they putting up the how to contact you down here?
They should, though. We'll put that up at the end of the show, all right? My email here, no. Awesome. We're going to have more of Santa when we come back. And when we do come back, we have a Christmas miracle to tell you about. The Central Boys basketball team, they got a gift that they're going to remember for the rest of their lives. So we'll see you in a couple of minutes.
You're watching Final Score on Fox 16. You're watching Final Score on Fox 16.
Central High School, known for two things. It's history and winning basketball games and titles. But did you know that the Tigers are also known for their gift giving? But in order to tell you this story, I can't do it here in the studio. We got to go to my cabin out in the woods. Hello, boys and girls. I have a Christmas story to tell you at this time. And yes, you guessed it, it even rhymes. 'Twas a week before Christmas, and all through Central High, a gift awaited the Tigers not even Santa could buy. Baskets were being swished through the rim and the air when head coach Brian Ross gave them a gift to show them how much he cared.
Ready? Open them up.
The team oohed and awed as they unwrapped with no shame to find out the whole team got tickets to the Bulls-Grizzlies game.
My wife actually came up with the idea. It came about, we got a lot of supporters for Central, and we just had some money, and we were like, what should we do with this? And she's like, let's take them all to an NBA game.
It's gotta be fake, bro. It's gotta be fake, bro.
Some couldn't believe it, but they all made the nice list, and seeing the reaction was absolutely
priceless, because, I mean, just to see the smile, just the true joy just coming out of their faces.
That's one of the best gifts I done got for Christmas. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, I didn't think it was gonna be nothing like that.
I thought we was gonna just get shirts or something. Yeah.
Coach Rossi's a different coach. It's more than basketball, and yeah, it's way more than basketball with him.
Whose first NBA game will this be? Wow. Okay.
That's why it's so special.
The video was posted about a gift no team could rival, and believe it or not, the team's reaction went viral. Who are you guys most excited to see play?
It's a fun experience for me just to give it to them, but to get to actually go do it with them on MLK Day is going to be really fun.
Hey, I might just run on the court.
As I wrap up this tale so beautiful and polite, I'm Troy Lynch, Fox 16 Sports, saying Merry Christmas to all, and to all a good night. Oh man, what a special gift to give out. So the date of the game is going to be January 17th, Martin Luther King Jr. Day, to see the Bulls and the Grizzlies. You watch any NBA?
Not much since when Jordan was in.
Yeah.
It's been a while.
It's been a while, but yeah, absolutely. All right, but after the break, we're going to have some more gifts to give out, and Santa is going to help me do it. You cool with that?
That's what I do.
That's what he does. Hey, keep it here on The Final Score.
You're watching Final Score on Fox 16. You're watching Final Score on Fox 16.
All right, it's time for those Sunday superlatives, but today we're calling them Santa superlatives because Santa is gracious enough to help me deliver them this week. And also, we have another surprise guest, Mrs. Claus. Thank you so much for joining us.
Hi, everybody.
Yeah, awesome. Okay, so we have our first award, and Santa, will you please help me do the honors?
Sure. Let's see. Drum roll. Best comeback. Joe Johnson.
Joe Johnson, all right, that's right. The Little Rock native and Razorback great returned to the team that drafted him 20 short years ago on Wednesday night. The Central High School product was drafted by the Celtics 10th overall in 2001. And then 17 years later, he was a 7-time All-Star, and Johnson signed a 10-day contract with Boston, and here's how his return went.
Oh, here we go. ISO Joe. There's strong guys in the middle. Johnson in the lane. Johnson takes it. Oh, yeah! ISO Joe doing his thing.
It was exciting. It was fun to get that type of ovation from the crowd and them chanting my name. That was, that was pretty special to me. So I appreciate them for that. But the game was fun. I had a great time throughout the whole entire game. Just telling those guys what I see out there on the floor, and obviously just trying to help us get a win, man. So it's good to be in the win column.
And it's just nostalgic to see Joe Johnson back in the game. I know you follow the NBA a little bit, but Joe Johnson making his return.
He's a Razorback.
I know.
You got to follow him.
ISO Joe. Okay, so our next superlative is going to go to the toughest person that we saw all week, Santa.
I need a better drum roll
Sorry.
this time. There you go.
Christmas
keep
vacation.
Going. Gloves aren't working. All right, the toughest. Arkansas head basketball coach, Eric Musselman.
Yeah, this one is a no-brainer. Listen to this. Musselman found out Thursday that he had a torn left rotator cuff and is going to need surgery. So the incident happened December 2nd during practice when Muss was engaged with senior forward Trey Wade in the Pat Riley closeout drill. They collided and the injury occurred. So for the last 5 games, Muss was coaching with the torn rotator cuff, and we just had no idea. Muss said that the pain has actually caused 3 weeks of sleepless nights and that it's especially hard on road trips. He's hoping to have surgery after the season. However, depending on the pain, he could have surgery as early as next week. But this isn't the first time Muss has actually coached through an injury. Believe it or not, he tore his Achilles when he was coaching the Venezuelan national team and had to coach with crutches. So, Coach, if you're watching this right now, we hope that you had a painless Christmas. That is pretty tough.
That is. I tore mine once,
Did you actually?
throwing my bag over my shoulder.
Okay. How long did it take to recover?
I mean, we got really good medication up in North Pole. We need to send Muss up there.
Right, yeah, well, we send Muss up there for some physical therapy, and I'm sure he'll be good to go. Okay, we got one more, and this next person is almost as generous as the man right next to me, Santa Claus. I'll do the drum roll.
You're trying to stay on that good list, aren't you? And most generous, Malik Monk.
Malik Monk, yes, the Bentonville High School product, Malik Monk. He gave back to Arkansas on Christmas Day by debuting the first edition of his new line of shoes called the Gutter Kicks. Trust me, yeah, they're not from the gutter. The tip-off of last night's game, there's actually an auction for the NFT version of the shoes. All the proceeds will be donated to charities that the Monk family have selected to help families in Arkansas and surrounding states that were hit by the tornadoes earlier this month. So the shoes worked. Monk had 20 points, and he also had 4 rebounds and 3 assists in those bad boys right now. So it's such a great way to give back to the Monk family. I can already tell Malik Monk's probably on the nice list this year.
I want to know if those come in red.
I know. Those would look good. I mean,
Wouldn't
the boots
they?
are nice. Yeah.
I need a pair.
Okay, all right. Well, we have the top plays right after the break. But Santa, if I could you just look into the camera and say, I'm Santa Claus and you're watching the final score?
I'm Santa Claus and you're watching the final score.
Gosh, I love it.
You're watching Final Score on Fox 16.
We have 5 more gifts to give out today, and they're for everybody. Let's unwrap these bad boys together with Santa. Santa, you ready?
I'm ready.
Beautiful. Let's go to number 5, Christmas game between the Bucks and the Celtics. Giannis decides to share, then Little Rock native Bobby Portis sending the ball right down the chimney with glee. Not a bad stroke there, huh, Santa?
That was pretty good.
Yeah, Portis recorded his 11th double-double of the season, 16 points, 10 rebounds, and 4 assists. He can ball. Absolutely. Number 4, Arkansas and Elon Trey Wade. Santa, I'm not going to lie, he might be on the naughty list after this play. Bowling his way to the rack. Watch this. And finishes with a hook shot that I'm not sure if he's ever practiced before, but you know what? It works. Would you put him on the naughty list after that?
Nah, he made it, so he's still on the nice list.
So thank goodness Trey Wade ended the game with 7 points, 3.5 blocks, and 5 boards. He's a blue-collar player that gets the job done. Still on the nice list, too. You love to see it. To the top 3. Same game, and don't blink, because Chris Likes is going to fly right by and do stuff like this. You know, before the game, head coach Eric Musselman, this reminds me of Rudolph. He needed help saving the team, so he asked Likes to guide his team that night. In his first start, he was all right. Led the team with 21 points to get to the rim. You think you could guard Chris Likes, Santa?
Oh, no. Rudolph, maybe?
Yeah.
Not me.
All right, Rudolph can't ball. All right, back to the pros for number 2. Lakers and Nets in Los Angeles. They call it the City of Angels because Arkansas native Malik Monk has got some wings to do that. Up and under. I don't know why, but he makes it look so easy. The Bentonville High School alum, he had 20 points against Brooklyn. Unfortunately, was not gifted the win. But Monk also has the best play of the week. Watch how this ball goes the whole court without touching the ground. Flying higher than Santa with his reindeer. Monk hurting the rim even more than Kevin McAllister hurt Harry and Marv in the first 2 Home Alone movies. That's just the gift that keeps on giving. You like Malik Monk?
If they were my reindeer, it wouldn't take all night to get around the world.
It would be pretty quick, huh?
It would.
Oh, gosh, it's a wonderful life when you get to watch Malik Monk play basketball. And it's also a wonderful life getting to have you on the show. Santa.
Thank you.
Thank you for making the stop.
Thank you.
I really appreciate it. So thank you guys so much for hanging out with us on this day after Christmas. And we want to say goodbye, of course. We have everybody in production saying goodbye. Daryl, Chris, everybody wave. Goodbye. And then is Holly in the booth? Holly, come on. Have a holly jolly day after Christmas. Thanks so much for watching The Final Score. We'll see you next year, but we'll see you next week.